Well, hello friends, it's Amy Frillici with the Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio, and today I want to show you how to make this really cute treat box. I thought it would be perfect, like Easter kind of time frame with this awesome foil paper, and then I love the Celebrate You sentiment. I do have to tell you this, the box, this kind of really cute triangle box itself, I cased from Angie Judah. I like to make sure to give credit whenever I use somebody else's idea. She has a blog called Chicken Scratch, so check her out. She is a wonderful demonstrator and has lots of cute projects on her blog. So like I said, just wanted to make sure to give credit to her. I changed things up a little bit because I wanted to use, this is our new Springtime Foils Specialty Designer Series paper that you can get for free during Sale-a-Bration with a $50 product purchase. And then we're also featuring the Amazing You, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Amazing You stamp set and the Celebrate You Thinlits that are also part of Sale-a-Bration. So let me show you, actually let me back up because I like to make sure this is a treat that I'm going to be making to give to all of my club members this month. So anybody that's a part of, I have 4 different clubs. 3 of them meet live at the Stamp Studio. Those are the Simple Beautiful Card Club, the Memory Keepers Club, and the Scrapbook Club. And then I do also, if you're not local to me, I do have a Class to Go club where everybody's going to be receiving this cute treat box as well. If you want any more information on any of those clubs, you can check out my blog at Gathering Inkspiration with a K, gatheringinkspiration.com, and there are links to all of my classes and events, and those include the clubs as well. And also just let me know if you have any questions on any of the clubs. But I love to make these cute projects for everybody that are my club members each month. I want to show you real quick too. This actually was what everyone received last month that was in any of my clubs. So this is a sample of the Bubbles and Fizz Designer Series paper. This is another one of those free items you can get with a $50 product purchase during Sale-a-Bration. I wrapped it up with some of the really beautiful shimmer ribbon and made a cute tag. So anyway, I'd love, if you're interested in joining a club, I'd love to get you more information on that. So just let me know. Let's see. So yeah, now I want to show you all of the products that we're using on this project. So first of all, I'm going to show you, because this is the pamphlet that I grabbed. This is the Amazing You stamp set. So this is one of those freebie items that you can get with a $50 purchase. Now Sale-a-Bration ends on March 31st, so that's coming up soon. So if you have not gotten this stamp set and you would like it, make sure you do that as soon as possible. We are using That Gorgeous Flower and then the Celebrate stamp. And then over here on the other page, these are the Celebrate You Thinlits. Can you guys see those? And we are using the You Thinlit. There's also one that says Celebrate and one that says Amazing. So those are the items that we're using out of this Sale-a-Bration brochure. And then the other one is that Springtime Foil. You can actually see it right here on the cover of this little, this is the additional items that Stampin' Up! Released just the middle of February. And here, if I'm going to kind of zoom in, can you guys see this is the Springtime Foil Specialty Designer Series paper, and that's what I'm using on these projects. I really like to show my club members the new things that are coming out, especially the Sale-a-Bration items, because otherwise, if you don't kind of see the paper or the stamp sets, sometimes, things don't always catch your eye. So when you see them used in a project, I think that might make you more likely to have those projects too, right? So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to make the box and then we'll do our stamping and die cutting because I want you guys to see how the box itself goes together. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten to tell you guys. Other products actually that we're using, a couple of them are from the annual catalog. The copper foil paper is in the annual catalog, and then this Berry Burst, I think it's a crinkled seam binding ribbon, that is in the annual catalog also. And I will give you item codes and product names for everything that we're using on this project. So when you watch the YouTube video, there's like a little blurb down at the bottom, and then it usually says, I don't know, see more or something like that. And then the details are all kind of down below in that see more section, and that's where all the item codes and names of everything will be. So if you're ever, thinking that you want to order anything, all the item codes are right there for you. So, Okay, let's see. What are we going to do? Let's grab, this is a piece of that Springtime Foils Designer Series paper, okay? And it measures, I'm going to scoot that guy out of the way, 4 inches by 9 inches. And then I've already scored it in half right at 4.5 inches. So you can kind of see it folds up just like that. And we are actually going to flip it over and work on the inside. So you can see this paper, there's no pattern on the inside of it. This is a really nice thick foil paper. And I think, you know, maybe they just didn't want us to have to worry about, do I like this side or this side? They didn't give us a choice. This is the only side that is pretty anyway. And I realized I needed to bring like a pen or a pencil. So I'm gonna grab that real quick. Okay, that was an easy one. So what we are going to do is make little tick marks so this is 4 inches long or wide. So I'm gonna make, actually I'll do it this way. Then you guys can see and I can see a little bit better. So just on the inside, we're gonna make this little tick mark right there at 2 inches and then flip it over, and on the other side, we're gonna make another tick mark at 2 inches, okay? Then we are gonna grab our scoring tool and a ruler, and we are going to score from that tick mark that I just made over to the bottom seam. I'm trying to see which part of the stylus I have her, and I did it a couple times because when I first made this project, I didn't push hard enough and the score mark was pretty faint. So I'm going to try to push a little bit harder this time. Okay, so then I'm going again from the kind of right at that edge where my score mark is, and then all the way up to my tick mark. So we're going to score this a couple times. All right, and then same thing on the other side. Okay, so we're going to find that tick mark, find the edge of our paper where the score mark meets kind of that, or well, I guess where the edge meets the score mark, right? Okay, and then one more side. So we're kind of making this little triangle, right? So there's my tick mark, there's the edge of my paper, and I'm going to run this along there a few times. Okay, so hopefully that scored it deep enough. I'm used to using my scoring plate, but it's weird. It's hard to do it on an angle. So, but I think we're going to be all right. So we're going to fold this back each way here, kind of going backwards. Make sure I get it. Yeah, actually I did a nice job with that scoring this time. Earlier, it was a little bit more difficult. So, okay, then you're going to fold it back each way, okay? Because this is the way that we want it to go. Now when you put your box together, you are going to want to have 2 sides kind of going in at the back and then the other 2 going in at the front, if that makes sense, so that both of these flaps are on the outside and then both of those are on the inside. Okay, we are going to kind of open up one end because I'm going to punch holes in each of the sides here with my 1/8 inch circle punch. Okay, oops, let me make sure that's lined up nicely. Okay, open that guy up. We're going to punch a hole. This thing is kind of funny to work with. Okay, so we're going to punch one hole there. All right, and then I am going to make sure that the flaps are going the same way, right? So that one went on the inside, so that one goes on the inside. Okay, now I am going to open these back up so I can punch my hole on this side as well. It's funny, these flaps get a little bit in the way. Trying to get that. Here we go. I'm going to put that right in there. And you know, I don't think it matters if it's absolutely perfect either. You know, the holes, I think it's going to go together nicely either way. Okay, so now we are going to take this gorgeous crinkled seam binding ribbon. I feel like I'm all askew already. And we're going to put it through our holes here. Okay, oops. I tried to cut this at an angle so that it would be a little bit easier to put through the holes because the holes are not too big. So we're just going to kind of feed these through here. But you can see how thick and sturdy this Springtime Foils Specialty Designer Series paper is. It's perfect for treat kind of 3D project making. And before I pull this too tight, I want to show you. So that's kind of the inside. Can you see right there? So you're going to close it up I'm sorry, it's getting a little futzy. It's going to close up like that, but then obviously when someone undoes the bow, then there's all that room in there. I am picturing Hershey Kisses in like the pretty springtime Eastery colors. I think those will fit in there perfectly. So maybe you guys will have another idea. Maybe some fun bright colors too with the pink that might go. Maybe Hershey Kisses, or maybe I think they make eggs this time of year too. I feel like they make them in these really fun bright colors too, maybe like the pink, green, blue. Okay, so now we've got that pulled through. Pull it enough so that we can make our cute bow on the top here. And I feel like the last one I didn't pull tight enough, so I want to make sure that's pulled tight, and then make our little bunny ears and finish up our bow. And then we can decorate the outside of our little treat box, okay? So I'm gonna just snip that off, move that ribbon out of the way, and we can kind of play with this bow. I kind of liked that it was just kind of floppy all over the place, but you can futz with that as much as you'd like. Okay, so now let's decorate the outside of our box. Let's do our stamping first. So this is that Amazing You stamp set right here, one of the Sale-a-Bration items that you can get, like I said, for free with a $50 purchase. And we are going to use our Berry Burst ink because, of course, that coordinates very nicely with our Berry Burst crinkled seam binding ribbon. This is a piece of the shimmery white cardstock. I kind of felt like when I was trying to decide, do I want to use white or vanilla with this, I feel like I'm going to get that in the ink there, with this, you know, this piece right on here. And I felt like the white was too bright and the very vanilla was too vanilla-y. But then I looked at the shimmery white and I think that works really, really nicely with this paper. So that's why I went with that. Okay, so we're inking this up. The nice easy tap, 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 press straight down and lift straight up. And then with our soft suede ink, because I think this one can kind of look like a gold, it kind of goes gold or silver if you need it to. I thought about embossing, but I changed my mind on that. I think you certainly could emboss it like with a copper embossing powder, and that would be beautiful too. But for this purpose, we are just going to stick with our, what was that, soft suede ink. Okay, so we did our stamping. Now we can go ahead and do our die cutting of all of our, we're gonna cut the little U out, and then we're gonna cut this circle and then our scallop circle. I think we can do all of those at once. So let's try. Wanna? Okay, so I've got my Big Shot, I've got my magnetic platform and my 2 clear cutting pieces. Let's see if I scoot that foil paper up there. This is the copper foil paper. We are using the layering circle framelits, and actually I put them back here, but this scallop circle is the second largest scallop circle, okay? And then this circle that we're going to cut our sentiment out with is, let's see, 1, 2, is the third largest circle, the straight edge circle, okay? So we're going to put that guy right on there. Okay, and then we've got this little strip, and then the Celebrate You Thinlits. This is one of those items, maybe I didn't point that out, but you can get these Thinlits for free with a $100 purchase. I think I did actually, because it says Amazing and Celebrate, and then we're going to use the U on this project. Okay, I'm going to lay that guy right down on there, and my magnetic platform is pulling him. So we're moving him. You cannot fight the magnetic pull, right? You have to move your paper. People get so frustrated saying at class, why is it doing that? Well, because it's a magnet, and you can't fight a magnet, right? When you put 2 magnets together, they come together, right? Okay, so let's see. We'll pop all of these things out, and this U popped out really nicely. Yay, it did again. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our pieces and then our gold foil. I'm just going to scoot all of this right out of our way, and we can finish our cute little treat box. So you can see this is really not difficult to do. I'm thinking, you know, I have a bunch of these to make for club members, so I try not to make things too difficult, just so I'm, you know, cute and simple, but not overly labor intensive, I guess I'll say. So I put my dimensionals on the back of there, and then I'm going to just pop that scallop circle right on there, and then a couple more dimensionals went on the back of our Celebrate sentiment, and then the little U, I have the little baby, the teeny weeny little mini dimensionals that worked perfectly on a project like this. So you put them kind of strategically in a couple places that are wide, or wider, I guess I'll say, and peel these off, and then pop that on there. So yay, isn't that so cute? So I'm going to be super excited to give these out to all of my club members this month in March. I'm just, yeah, I'm excited for everybody to get, and okay, so here's my other thing. I get kind of excited to go buy the candy because usually I buy a little extra and maybe, you know, enjoy a couple of Hershey eggs or kisses myself. So anyway, that's probably more info than you guys needed to know about, right? Anyway, okay, so make sure you check out my blog at gatheringinkspiration.com. I will have links there to all of the club information if you're interested in joining any of the clubs, or like I said, if you're not local to me, the Class to Go Club is a wonderful option. I'm actually going to be getting another Class to Go. I'm working on it right now, so it'll be out shortly, so watch for that, and then maybe think about joining the Class to Go Club, and then you get cute treats like this from me every single month. And then if you're interested in ordering any of the products that we used on the project today, make sure you shop online at amysuzanne.stampinup.net. When you use the host code that's on my blog and shop online, if you spend at least $50, obviously right now you can get any of the free Sale-a-Bration items like the foil paper or the Amazing You stamp set, or with a $100 purchase, the Celebrate You Thinlits. But I also always send you a free embellishment with a $50 order when you use the host code that's on my blog. So check that out too. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you were inspired today, and I hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.